Yeah, just going to talk through some of the settings that I've got currently set up on Project Cars 2 for using it with a controller. Not all of us have got force feedback wheels and pedals, so for the benefit of anyone that's got a standard controller, I'm just going to run through some of the settings that I've tried to adapt over the last couple of days, try and get this running nicely with the controller. So let's just pause the menu where it's appropriate for you, just to change your settings, and if something doesn't feel particularly great on your controller, setting like the dead zones and stuff, you might have a sticking to the left or right, just adjust the dead zones. It's these settings down the bottom here really that make a big difference to how the controller feels. I don't know 100% what each one of them does, but with this setup, mine feels pretty accurate at the moment. I think a lot of the flaws are coming from within the game themselves, especially to do with the downshifting issue. Same again, this is how I drive. I usually use the analogues for accelerating and brake, and left and right for steering on the other analog, almost like you're using a radio control handset. Which is how I've always driven. Changing gear with like the top buttons, RB and LB, and then just picking X and A and stuff like that, appropriate to what's useful in the game. Unfortunately, we can't choose everything with the controller. Just regards gameplay, I generally always think, especially back to Project Cars 1, stability control is a must using a control pad. Even if you want traction control off or ABS, stability control really does help. And some of the effects like raindrops and dirt on the screen, I tend to just think use up memory that could stop the game from running at a better frame rate, so I tend to turn effects like that off. And just a few adjustments to the cockpit camera, helmet cam, just to make it a bit better sight wise. Same again, these are all personal preference. It was mainly the control settings I wanted to let people be aware of. So if you need to go back and just pause that, set yours up similar to this. I think this game can only get better, to be honest. It's still really early on in the development, and I'm just glad that we can still play it, even if it's not in a finished state. It seems like such a long time when you're waiting for a game to come out. I'm quite happy to play it, and hopefully it gets better and better. Enjoy.